Super single. Both of you guys are super single. What's the difference between single and super single?
It could be raining men, and I would still be single.
So men are throwing themselves at you, but you're still single.
Yes.
Okay. And Bree, like, what does that mean for you, super single?
Super single as in I'm not currently, because like you can be single and like I'm talking to this person, I'm seeing where it's gonna go, and for me it's just no. Like I know I'm single. So.
Okay. Can I maybe like take those two different sound bites and maybe like kind of put them through my male brain and sort of tell them back how I'm hearing you guys say that? Because when I hear super single in the way that you describe it, it sounds to me like there's absolutely nobody right now that I have any interest in. And if a top shelf man shows up, I'm in.
Yeah, I think that's kind of, I feel like I'm just like, I would say that there's options, but they're not the options that I want.
Same thing for you, P, or?
Yes, as in, like, you can be single and dating and talking to somebody. I don't even have any hoes, so that's what I mean by super single.
What do you mean by I don't have any hoes?
No rotation, no side pieces.
No side pieces. Like, okay. I'm not even talking to a guy or dating anybody.
Like, what are the problems? Because there's lots of good-looking, successful guys out there. Like, what's happening for you?
I guess I have really bad luck, or I'm cursed or something. Someone put a spell on me or something. Like, oh, I don't even know where to start with the story. As I was telling Moff some of my stories.
All right, we'll give us one of the stories. You're live on air, so.
I've had a guy whip out a tuna sandwich in the middle of a date and then tell me that he needs to stop for rope, duct tape, and a bowling ball to kidnap me, which I didn't find funny. Like, I can't make this stuff up.
He whipped out a tuna sandwich.
Yes.
And said he needs duct tape and a bowling ball to kidnap you.
And rope. Yeah, he needs to stop because we were driving.
And you were in his car, or he was in your car?
Yes, I was in his car. And he stopped. He didn't just eat the tuna sandwich on the go. He stopped at the gas station where you can't park to eat his tuna sandwich. It was so awkward.
I mean, there's awkward and anxious guys out there that just aren't calibrated to what women respond to. There's no question about that. I mean, guys run into some really bizarre women too at the same time, but I mean, I've heard a lot of stories about some weirdos out there, but that's not all of them. I mean, there's some genuinely decent dudes out there. I mean, you crossing any of these guys that are together, they've got their money squared away, they're successful, they're influential, they're competent, they're not boring. You're not seeing any of these dudes when you're dating?
No, I haven't met any.
You must be meeting them at gun ranges, though. Like, if you're shooting guns, there's usually typically masculine men that do that. Like, that's a strong male pursuit, right? Like, you don't generally see dorks and dweebs doing stuff like that.
I haven't met too many. That's why in the States I found, I don't know, there's cooler men in the States. I get it, like the grass is not always greener, but I don't know, Canadian men, I haven't found any here because just lots of weird stories.
What part of Canada are you in?
Right now, Western Canada.
Okay, all right.
But I've lived in Toronto, so.
Okay. Bree, what's your experience been like with dating guys? Is it similar to what P's describing? Like, you're getting some awkward, anxious guys for the most part that aren't calibrated, or like what's happening? Like, why are you also super single?
I think I'm just too picky. I don't give my time to people. Like, if I feel like or you can kind of guess where, like, which direction they're looking for, or if it's a good fit or not, pretty much right off the bat. There's exceptions to that, of course, but I don't know. I just don't want to waste my time. So I'm just too picky.
If I remember, you're on a military base too, right? So you're dealing with a lot of military dudes. Yes. And this is a question for both of you, but what are the top 5 characteristics that you're looking for in a guy so that he can take you off this super single sort of status?
I need somebody that is ambitious. So if they tell me they have a goal, then they need to be able to like work towards that goal. Somebody that can take care of themselves. And let's see, top 5. I don't really.
When you say take care of themselves, you mean like self-care, like physical take care of themselves, like they got to be attractive?
But I mean, I feel like being attractive, especially on dating apps, like, you're not going to swipe right on somebody you don't find attractive.
Yeah.
So that is like the first step of it. But take care of themselves as in they are independent and they're looking for a girlfriend, potentially a wife, not a second mother.
Okay, so not a man child, I guess is what women usually call those guys.
Yes.
Okay, so I got ambitious. So ambitious, like, what does ambitious mean to you? Like he's got to make a certain amount of money?
No, he just has to be able to. So if he says that, oh, I'm going to do this, this is my life goal, this is my 5-year plan, but he's not making any steps, like have a vision and take actions to get there. Otherwise, it's just a dream and you're all talk.
So I want to get a little more focused on ambition to a specific number, because saying like there's lots of guys out there that'll hold out to the public that they're ambitious. They got big plans. I'm going to develop this business. I've got this business idea. It's $1 million business, blah, 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 and all that sort of stuff. But like you kind of alluded to, I want to see something. Like I want to see something factual. I want to see some results. I want to see some traction, some forward movement, like what's happening here. Like I've often said that women do have a lot more patience for a young 22-year-old guy that's hot, that has ambition and a plan, but they have a lot less patience for an older guy into his 30s and 40s that doesn't have anything to show for himself. Like if he doesn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, but he has some sort of a plan and he's like 40, women tend to have a lot less patience for a guy like that versus the 22-year-old that's hot but still has a plan because he's got more runway ahead of him, right? You see what I'm saying with that? Yes. So as far as the ambition notion goes, like there's got to be some sort of number in your head that he's got to be able to make in order to lock you down and take your super single status off the market, so that like you get to claim each other, if you know what I mean. Like what is that, 100 grand? Is it 75 grand, 150,000? Like, have you thought about what the guy needs to make?
No, because I don't, I'm not.
Don't you think that's important though, to sort of like hash that out?
Yes. I don't want to put just like, oh, I'm only going to talk to you if you make $100,000 or more, because that's very superficial. And I don't think that I'm a superficial person. I just want, you have your own place, you have your own vehicle, you take care of your bills, you are able to, if we do end up getting married, like, I don't want to be drowning in your debt. Like, take care of yourself in that aspect of things.
So he's got to be at least equivalent to you financially.
Yes. I do not want to be a breadwinner, which I'm a teacher, so I don't really think that's too difficult.
Okay. What about you, P? Like what's your idea of like ambition or financial stability, income earning ability, stuff like that? Like how do you look at that?
Like someone who's not lazy, like always doing stuff. And also intelligent. Like intelligent is one of my top 5, because I don't want to feel like I'm talking to a wall or having conversations with myself. Because I don't know, I feel like society is dumber nowadays, so I really want someone intelligent.
What's that word that they use to describe being attracted to intelligence? Sapiosexual, right?
Sapiosexual, yeah.
Sapiosexual. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes. I just forgot what the term was.
Okay, so you're looking for a guy that exhibits intelligence. If he's intelligent, if he can have a great conversation with you, he's a chess master, he understands all of Einstein's theories of relativity and so on, but he only makes $40,000 a year. Is that enough for you?
It depends if he has the other qualities. Like, it's not just intelligence. Same with, it's not just attractiveness. I don't care how hot a guy is. Like, if that's all he has and he's not intelligent or a nice person or possesses empathy or is honest, then I'm not interested. So
hang on a sec. Give me those qualities again. So not lazy, intelligent, hotness doesn't matter, but he's got empathy. What else were the other ones?
Honesty.
Honesty. Okay.
Like yes, I need to be physically attracted to somebody, but that's not all that matters. Because again, I've found people that I'm physically attracted to, but I'd rather talk to a wall or watch paint dry because they're just so boring or just not interesting or just their attitude or like, yeah.
Okay, so let's do this to sort of clarify, because you mentioned hotness doesn't matter, but then you said that you've got to be attracted to him. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being like the hottest and 1 being like absolutely not even close to remotely hot, what does he have to be at least for you?
That's a hard one to say because if we look at I have to be honest, because if we look at my dating history, I don't exactly pick the 8 to 10. So, I'd say like over a 5.
5's pretty low.
Average. Above average.
I know it's pretty low. Oh.
It's
like
I mean, it's a pretty low bar the way that you're describing it. So here's where I'm confused, because you're saying that he can't be lazy, he's got to be intelligent, he's got to be at least a 5, he's got to be empathetic and be honest. I can guarantee you right now, there's probably just about everybody watching the show will be like, yo, I tick off that box. Can I call you?
I can't narrow it down to 5 qualities. I mean, needs to have energy too, match your vibe, match your energy. Like I have natural human crackhead energy. I don't drink alcohol or coffee or caffeine.
What is natural human crackhead energy?
What does that mean? Think of the Energizer Bunny. Energizer Bunny as a human. Yeah.
So energy that matches yours, you're saying?
Yes, but not quite to the point where I'd want to kill them, if you know what I mean.
That could be a fine line.
This is you off any stimulants, caffeine, anything like that. This is not.
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol, coffee, caffeine, nothing. Yeah.
So this is you, like this is your normal. This is your off the wall kind of very energetic person. Okay, and you like somebody that's going to be that matches that, or would you prefer a guy that's maybe a little more on the laid back side? Because I think, because we tend to kind of find these yin and yang, right? So it's like I think of 2 people, I think if you had a guy that matched your energy and that was just as off the wall, I think you'd be exhausted. I think that would be insane.
But yeah, someone who can help bring me back, like not quite like me, but someone who can obviously like they can put up with it, because me and my energy is not for everybody.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here, and pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.